Good evening, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. So, demo one, we discussed about who can get the jobs and what are the eligibilities and everything. And in yesterday, we had interviewed Mr. Aditya Rathod, how he is able to crack the interview. We couldn't complete anything yesterday, and we could not do any other stuff. Today, we'll start to implement what is BI and what is data analytics and what is business intelligence and data warehousing and everything we're going to be discussing today. We don't have any class tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, we don't be having any classes. Next class will be on Monday with the same meeting ID. You will be having the class. And for the fees and everything, you will be able to get the tomorrow's calls. And please, go fill this form. If you already filled the form, ignore. If you did not fill this, and you have to fill this form so that you will be able to get the discount price if you fill the form. So fees details and with discounts, everything will be informed by tomorrow by my team. And Monday also, you will have a class with the same meeting ID. You can connect, and if you have any questions, you should be able to raise with the team, or you can also ask me after this class. Clear? So fees details and everything will be informed by tomorrow, guys. And you will be able to get the discounted price if you fill this form. This form I'm giving in the chat window. This is the last chance for you to fill this form, guys. Okay, so that you're eligible for the discounts and everything. Chalo. So according to the IT industry, okay, according to the IT industry, what is the meaning of data? So data means, according to the Microsoft and other IT industry, data means currency. That is what is the abbreviation or information given by Microsoft. Okay. So data is a currency today because Amazon is selling a lot of products in the market. They are very, very rich. But what is, Google selling to you? What is that WhatsApp is selling to you? They have your data, right? So with your data, they're getting so much rich today. That means currency is a data today. That is the the information or a answer given by Microsoft for one of the journalist questions asked in US. Clear? So data itself is a currency today. The same question asked to Google. So one of the journalists in US asked, what is the meaning of data? So Google says data is everything today. Whatever you think of, that is a data. You're thinking of, artificial intelligence. You're thinking of robotics. You're thinking of, driverless cars. You think of, data science. You think of what? So everything data. So Google is also not selling anything to you directly, but they are also very, very rich in this area because they have your data. Clear? But the question is that how much of data that you have? That size of the data is very, very important. Do you have small size data, bigger size data, medium size data? The question is, what is the size of the data you have it? For example, if you have every month, for example, think about GoOnlineTrainings.com, you will be able to get every month thousands of inquiries, right? So you call the Go Online Trainings people and you ask them that, so when you have MSBA class, or when do you have Power BI class, or you wanted to know some information, right? So all the data is collated and stored in Excel sheets. Okay. So what is the data every month we will be able to get? We will be able to get every month 1,000 inquiries or 1,200 inquiries. All the data can be stored where? In the Excel sheet. And after storing the data, my team is going to be also processing the data. Clear? So when you have less amount of data, where we can store data? The data can be stored in the form of Excel. For example, whenever you call and ask that, so when is the next Power BI batch? When is the next SQL Server batch? When is the next Azure batch? So all the data will be stored where we are going to store in an Excel sheet. So the Excel sheet will be like this, right? So you will be able to have uh, a student number or a serial number, name of the student, and what is his phone number and email ID and what is the course he's looking out for and date of inquiry. So this data, these are the columns we'll be using it, and we will be able to store large amount of data. Approximately 1000 rows per month will get. Say John would have called and some phone number and some email ID and course you wanted to have Java. So date of inquiry is December 12th, let us say 2020, or I can say January 12th, 2021 or 2022, something like this, some inquiries, right? So every month we will be able to get some data. The next inquiry came from Sita, some phone number and some email ID, and she wanted to attend SQL Server on the same day. Like that, lot of inquiries will be having. All this data is called inquiry data. So this data is called detailed data, but nobody needs details. They wanted to know as a CEO of the company. For example, I'm CEO of the company. I'm not interested how many people have inquired in this month. I'm not interested. I wanted to know how many people have inquired for Java. How many people have inquired for .NET? How many people have inquired for, let us say Power BI? So like that, I wanted to create a summary. So end of the month, every company management wanted to have the summary. So your team, so my team is going to be creating a summary like Jan 2021 data, and the course is called Java, course is called Power BI, SQL, .NET, like that. We are going to be having lot of courses, but end of the month, so they supposed to give or send the report to their boss. Okay, every month or every quarter, they will be able to send a report saying that January we got some 450 inquiries, February we got some 7-8 inquiries, for SQL for January we got some 899 inquiries. .NET we got 120 inquiries, right? So that is a January month data. I have it. Manually they will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, or they may apply some filters. They look for Java and they count the everything manually. Clear? So again for the February also we'll get, and February I got this many inquiries. So we got these many inquiries, and we have like that. So I'll compare last month data and the current month data as a CEO of the company, because every month I'll be able to get thousands of inquiries. All the data I'm storing where in an Excel sheet. So this data is called as a detailed data. So nobody wanted to have the detailed data. Everybody wanted to have a summary. So they wanted to know, the company management wanted to know, tell me what is the growth from January to February for the Java course. So there are some 560 inquiries. There is a good growth here, and they wanted to understand number of inquiries for January month, number of inquiries for February month, and the company wanted to see what is the growth rate. So every month the company wanted to have this kind of a summary, this kind of a report. So when you have less amount of data, a human being like you or like me or any 10th class guy or any BA BCom guy can store the data and can create also beautiful reports. This is what is called a report that the company, a front office guys, will create, and these reports are shown to the every month end company management. Clear? So this is what is called MIS reporting. So when you have less amount of data, we are going to store the data where in Excel sheet. We will be able to create lot of reports. Processing means I wanted to count number of inquiries for Java. I wanted to count number of inquiries for SQL. Manually, I am counting. So I have less amount of data. I should be able to create a lot of, a report like this. This is what is called a report or a summary. And this is what is called a dashboard today. Okay, summary is also called as a dashboard today. If they need some kind of a visualization, so people also can create a beautiful visualization by taking the data like this, and you can go to Excel and you can go to insert a tab and create a beautiful visualizations like this. Clear? So Java in 1 month 450, next month that is like that. So which is increased, which is decreased. So what is a report and what is a visualization? Report means take the detailed data and create a this kind of a summary in the table format. This is what is called a report. But nobody is interested in the report. Everybody wanted to have the visualizations. Clear? When you have a small amount of data, you can store the data, you can process the data, you can create a report, you can create a visualization with the help of a tool called Excel tool. So Excel tool can do everything. Now the question is, what is a data analytics means? Okay. The question is, what is a data analytics? It is also called as what is a business intelligence means. అర్థమవుతుందా? So we have to understand what is a data analytics or a business intelligence means. Understanding past. Very simple. So understanding past is called as data analytics and business intelligence. What was the sales in year 2010? Or what was the sales in January? Because we are in April month, right? We are in April month of, let us say, 2022 data you are capturing. Now you have some data here, right? You have some data. You have some data here. And so every month you capture the data month on month. You observe, so whether it is a growth or you're losing the business. So that is what you compare month by month. So understanding the past is called as a data analytics. So data analytics or business intelligence means understanding past. It is also called as reporting past. అర్థమవుతుందా? So what was my sales in January 2022? What was my sales in last 5 years in India? What was my income in last 1 year in Hyderabad? What was my sales for the Apple iPhone brand i3, i13 model? So what was your sales? What was your business? So always you're talking about the past. That is what is called data analytics, business intelligence, or business analytics. Clear? So you wanted to understand what was the sales in the last 5 years in India for Apple iPhone. So you create a business intelligence report or you create a dashboard with the help of a software called Excel software. Clear? So data analytics means understanding the past or reporting the past. Clear? So you take the historical data of the company, you create whatever they wanted to have it. Understanding the past is called as data analytics or business intelligence or business analytics. Now we have one more word today, data science. Data science is also called as a machine learning. It was also called as a data mining. And it is also called as artificial intelligence, machine learning. All of them are the synonyms. Clear? So data science means predictions, predicting the future. So predicting the future, prediction. Prediction means future estimations and everything. Predicting the future is called as a data science. For example, I wanted to understand what would be my sales in the next 5 years in India. For Apple iPhone company wanted to understand, by understanding a past sales, they wanted to predict what would be their sales in India for next 5 years. So by understanding the current recruitments in Indian companies, and that every automobile wanted to understand how many people from IT industry may buy this, the 7 to 10 lakhs, cars in the next 1 year. So if something happens, they wanted to predict something. Based on that, they are going to be manufacturing the cars. Based on that, they are manufacturing a lot of designs and models, and lot of them will get released. If there is a lot of problems and lot of issues and economy is so down means no company will release maximum models, right? If the economy is very very good and lot more recruitment is going on, the company wanted to analyze and think, they wanted to predict, and what is that we should do for next 2 years in India, what is that we should do next 5 years in India. So completely business predictions and everything will be done by the data science. For example, obesity rate is increasing in India. So in 2010, the obesity rate is 8%, then 10%, 11%, 13%, 14%. So based on the obesity rate is increasing, the government of India wanted to understand, the pharma companies wanted to understand how many people may get diabetics next 1 year in India. So what is the business growth for the diabetics in India, because obesity rate is increasing. Clear? So how many drugs we have to manufacture and release every month? How many people may die in India? How many people may get lot of cardiac problems? So everything will be predicted. Based on that, the bigger companies will invest thousands of crores of money in the business, and they wanted to run the business like that. Are you clear? So when you have less amount of data, you can do the predictions without taking any computer support. But when you have a large amount of data, a human being cannot take any kind of a cannot do any kind of a calculations very very easily. Clear? So now I wanted to introduce a few more things now. If you have less amount of data, you can store the data in the Excel sheet and everything you can process. But when you have GBs of data, we're talking about every month Amazon company or Flipkart company will get a minimum 500 GB of data. 500 GB means every month they will have millions of transactions in the Amazon company and the Flipkart company. Do you think that all the data will be stored in Excel? Think about ICICIbank.com, Citibank.com, or you think about any other company. Do you think that they will store all the data in Excel sheets? No, right? So they have to change the technology, right? So if they have GBs of data every month, each and ICICI bank, each loan department, each branch is doing lots of turnover, but definitely they cannot store the data in Excel sheets, right? So where is the data can be stored? All the data can be stored in a software called SQL software or RDBMS softwares, or RDBMS tools or softwares are going to be installed. So Amazon company wanted to store their data. You install Android application of Amazon, you wanted to buy a mobile phone. So do you know where the data will be stored? From your Android application, the data will be stored whenever you purchase something or whenever you cancel a product in Amazon.com, Flipkart.com. You don't know that your phone is going to store your data in the SQL Server or Oracle. So lot of databases or relational database management systems are available. So those systems are, let me give you, these systems are SQL systems or relational database systems. Like popular systems is Oracle, or you have SQL Server from Microsoft. From there is a company called IBM. The company's database is called DB2, Database 2000. Then a one more system called Teradata, right? So like that, we have thousands of RDBMS softwares. You don't know that your data is going to be stored one of these softwares. Are you clear? So you don't never think that all the data we are going to store always in Excel sheets. It is impossible, because Excel sheet can be used to store only when you have megabytes of data, not more than that. Am I clear? So we have DB2, we have Teradata, we have a Netezza. It is also from IBM company, right? We have one more DB2 is also from IBM company. So Amazon.com or Muthoot Finance or Big Bazaar or Flipkart.com or Netflix.com, anywhere when you recharge Airtel, or if you buy a movie ticket, or whenever you wanted to do any transaction in the bank, all the data is not stored in the Excel sheet. So RDBMS, the tools are going to be used, softwares are going to be used to store the data. So if somebody asks you what is RDBMS, RDBMS is a data storing device or data storing computer. Okay, so RDBMS is a tank or a godown or a storeroom where you can store your data. If you have a lot of blood, where will you store the data? Blood bank. If you have a lot of gold, where will you store the gold? You have to use the gold bank. If you have a large amount, where will you deposit the amount? In the banking, right? If you have a large amount of data, where will you store? You have to store in the database. Database means a data bank. Clear? So if you have a large amount of data, RDBMS is nothing but a data bank. It is also called as SQL software. Clear? So large amount of data. Large means how big it is? It is gigabytes of data. Every month you are getting 200 GB, 400 GB, 500 GB of data. All the data will be stored in the RDBMS. RDBMS means what? Go down, storeroom, tank, bank, database, SQL. All these are synonyms. Simply, as a layman, what you have to understand, RDBMS means data storage software. That's it. So where you wanted to store the data, can you store the blood in the refrigerator? No, you have to apply lot of techniques, and the hospitals only they have a certain equipments where we are going to be storing the blood for the patients to use. So like that, we cannot store the data in the normal devices. We have to have devices like RDBMS softwares, and the tools can be used to store large amount of data. So the best example I have given you, Amazon data will be stored in RDBMS, Oracle SQL Server. I have told you DB2, Teradata, MySQL. But who's going to be processing the data? Processing means I have sold a lot of products, and end of the month I wanted to know what is the total sales happened in last month. How many mobile phones of Vivo latest brand is sold in Hyderabad? Or I wanted to have country-wise, state-wise, city-wise sales in India. Amazon company wanted to know this kind of a data, this kind of a analytics. That means I have to process the data. You purchased something, I purchased something, your amount and my amount, like that many people would have paid lot of amount. Somebody has to do the a plus operation on the complete sales data. That is what is called a processing. Processing means doing some arithmetical operations, plus operation, minus operation, average operation. All these operations are called process. We are storing the data in the RDBMS, and somebody has to process the data. Who's going to be processing the data here? There is a language. There is a language can be used. So what language the companies are going to be used? Any language. You may use C, you may use C++, you may use Java, you may use .NET, or you may use Android, or you may use SAP, or you may use any other applications, any languages where they are going to go to this, RDBMS softwares, get the data. They create a beautiful reports or summaries, and all the summaries will be given to the management, right? So once in a month, the management of the company wanted to know what is the sales in the last month in Hyderabad, what is the sales in the Apple iPhone sales in Bangalore or Delhi, like that. The company wanted to have lot of varieties of questions. What are the top 5 brands of mobile phones in South India in last quarter? And what are the least sales brands in South India in last quarter? Like that, they wanted to have in the furniture category, mobile phones category, electronics category, clothes category, furniture category. The company wanted to understand, so that If they are not selling, they may give you a lot of discounts, they may give you a lot of promotions, they may add a lot of ads, buy one, you will get one free. All these things can be done by analyzing the data, right? So all the data can be analyzed again with the help of a software called any C, C++, Java, .NET softwares. Am I clear? Now, after that, you think Amazon company every month getting gigabytes of data. So every month gigabyte of data, slowly it will become millions of rows. Every annum it will become millions of rows. So how can we store that much of a data every month? The company is getting 500 GB of data into 12 months of data. 12 into 500 is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data 1 year in Amazon.com. Now think about last 10 years of data. So 6 terabytes per annum into 10 years means approximately 60 terabytes of data. It will be more than that. I'm just giving you a rough figure. 60 terabytes of data can I store in a normal RDBMS? For example, you wanted to get some water. You may use a bucket. You can get one bucket, two buckets. Somebody is giving you thousands of buckets of water. Will you buy 1,000 buckets or will you buy a bigger drum or a tank? Which is the cheaper? Okay, so somebody is giving you large amount of water to collect. So you are buying a bucket. Every month you're buying a bucket and a bucket, a bucket and a bucket. So how many buckets you can buy and store the data? The intelligent guy will say, "Arey, don't buy buckets, buy a drum or the tank." Clear? So when you have a small amount of data, gigabyte of data, we are going to be using RDBMS softwares, SQL. But when you have terabytes of data, normal RDBMS, normal SQL will fail. So that is where you are not going to be buying a bucket. You are going to be buying what is called as a data warehouse servers. Clear? So when you have a large amount of data, terabytes of data, normal SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, Teradata, all these are going to fail. Normal RDBMS is going to be failing. You have to use what is called as a data warehouse tools to store your data. Clear? To process your data, this is where we are going to be using BI tools. Clear? So BI tools are invented to process large amount of data. Large means what here? Large means terabytes of data. Large means how much is large? 1 GB is large, 2 GB is large. What is large? Large means terabytes of data. So every company is getting every month 500 GB of data, and 1 year data for the company is 500 GB into 12, 6 terabytes. Like that, it is huge amount of data. You will not be able to store in normal computer. So you have to buy a sophisticated computer or advanced computer. That is what is called as a data warehouse. Where space house and Rai code. This is not the right data space where space house, it is a wrong spelling. Data warehouse, you should not also write like this. You should not also write like this. Data warehouse, this is also wrong spelling. You have to write data space warehouse. Warehouse means go down. So in this you can accommodate large amount of data, but the question, how are we going to be creating a data warehouse? Okay, to create a data warehouse, you have to buy large hardware or bigger hardware you need to buy. What you have to buy? Bigger hardware. For example, I am buying my laptop with 1 terabyte of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, i5 processor. What is the maximum data I can store if I install Oracle in my computer? So Oracle is running. Oracle can store the data because I told you Oracle is a storeroom. Oracle is a tank or a bank. So I can store up to 1 terabyte of data. Why? Because my laptop size is 1 terabyte. Can I install one more terabyte of hard disk? You can do, but a motherboard will not support. RAM will be slow, processor will be slow. So Oracle will fail because you have what is called as a less amount of hardware. But if I buy a 10 terabyte of hard disk, a 200 GB of RAM, and lot of processors with bigger hardware, I'm going to be buying. If that is the case, In the bigger hardware, what software I'm going to be installing? I'm going to be installing same RDBMS softwares. Now tell me how the bucket is made up of plastic, how the tank is made up of plastic, but both of them are plastic. But why are you calling one as a bucket? Why are you calling one as a tank? Because of the size. Clear? So data warehouse means it is bigger in the hardware. But inside that hardware, what software you have to install? You have to install Oracle or SQL Server or DB2 or Teradata or Netezza. This kind of a softwares can be installed so that the bigger hardware can become a data warehousing server. Clear? If I install a Oracle in my computer, people will be saying, "Array, this guy has a Oracle software in his laptop." But if I buy a bigger machine, install Oracle in the bigger machine, then the people will be calling, "Array, that is a data warehousing Oracle server." Clear? So data warehouse means the hardware is itself is so big. You will have a 20 terabyte, 100 terabyte of hard disk. Clear? Software wise, there is no difference. Try to understand. But when you have a terabytes of data, normal C, C++, Java, .NET will fail because so much of a code you have to write. People have to invent non-coding software. So that is the place where you have a SAS BI, you have a SAP BI, you have a software called MSBI, right? And there is a software called currently a Power BI software is introduced. So lot of softwares are available, not only Power BI, and before that there is a software called Tableau BI. That is also one more software. Clear? BI means business intelligence. They will take the historical data and they create lot of reports so that the management understand what was the sales in the last quarter. Understanding the past, reporting the past is called business intelligence, and data analytics means. So when you have a large amount of data, instead of using Java, .NET, Android, SAP, we are going to be using a dedicated software called SAS BI, SAP BI, all of them, so that you are so rich to create a lot of report. So if you take 1 month to create one report, with this software you can prepare one day at least 100 reports you can make. That is the easiness. Clear? Because of this software. So let us understand SAS BI, SAP BI, and MSBI. MSBI is released in the year 2005 by Microsoft. Clear? So before that, you have a lot of BI software by other companies, but these are very, very costly softwares, and these are very, very complex to learn, complex to implement, and very, very not very easy. Integration also very, very tough. And here they are giving you only one tool called reporting tool. Okay, that means only one tool is given. So if I wanted to perform lot of other operations, for example, you're buying a mobile phone only for talking, will you be buying? So you can have a camera, you can have a WhatsApp chatting, WhatsApp charts, you can have a mobile phone, normal messages. Then you can also do calculator. A lot of other things are available in the normal mobile phones. So if you buy a basic mobile phone, you will be able to use the mobile phone only for the talking. So people completely stopped using those kind of a mobile phones. So SAS BI, SAP BI is something like that. Only it can perform one operations. But MSBI is just like a mobile phone in the recent area. You will be able to use very, very easily. And these are free softwares. When you buy a Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft is giving for free or one third cost of one third price of the above software. So you will be able to get, for example, you pay $100 here, you will be able to pay only $30 and you will be able to get a free, and it is very, very easy to learn. And Microsoft brand That is one thing. And you will be able to get the three tools here. One is called SSIS, second one is called SSAS, the third one is called SSRS. These three tools are called as MSBI. Clear? So what is SSIS? SS means SQL Server Integration Services, SQL Server Analysis Services, SQL Server Reporting Services. I'll be talking about this on the Monday's class. Okay? Don't miss on Monday's class. Same meeting ID can be used. So please attend Monday so that I'll be discussing about what is MSBI, what is SSIS and what is SSAS and what is SSRS. Now we'll be discussing SSIS is a ETL software, extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data. This is analysis software and this is a reporting software. Clear? So it was rocking since 2005. So suddenly what is happened in 2010, there is a company called Tableau. Tableau company is released a software called Tableau BI. It is a big threat to the Microsoft. In 2010, many people stopped using SSRS and other reporting tools. Even though these are reporting tools, they completely stopped using this kind of a reporting tools. SSRS and other tools stopped using, and Tableau BI is only reporting software. You can create a reports. You cannot do anything else. You can create a beautiful reports. Any non-technical people can create a report. So because of this nature, Tableau BI became so powerful. Slowly MSBI, SSRS, getting reduced. Many people are asking the Microsoft to give such kind of a reporting tool. What kind of a reporting tool? Tableau BI kind of a reporting tool. In 2015, Microsoft came up with a software called Power BI, okay, which is a purely reporting software, which is, you can say, enhancement for SSRS. SSRS is very complicated. You have to know technical things to create a report. But in Excel, anybody can create a report, right? So I can simply select like this. I can go to insert. I can create a beautiful report like this, right? So without having any technical help, I should be able to create lot of reports, lot of visualizations in Excel. Power BI is similar to Excel only. Any non-IT guy can create a beautiful reports. Microsoft released and with less cost. Because of the less cost, and many people will love to use the brand of Microsoft. Branding is more, and slowly what is happened, Power BI became so popular and Tableau has become a second position now. Even though it is released in 2010, many companies stopped using a Tableau BI software. Companies are using for the reporting purpose Power BI software along with the SSIS and SSAS. SSRS will not be used. SSRS is a reporting tool. Instead of using tool, the Microsoft is using SSIS and SSAS. Along with that, Power BI is a reporting tool can be used, which is called as self-service BI. That means what? Any non-technical people can create. For example, I wanted to prepare a Maggie food. I need not be a chef. I need not be a cook. Any non-IT guy, any people who do not know any cooking, they will prepare easily a Maggie noodles, right? It is a self-service food. Like that, Power BI also can be learned by any guy in this world. To learn Power BI, what is the prerequisite? Nothing. So nothing. If you know 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you can learn Power BI. So to learn Power BI, you need not know anything. BA guys, BCom guys, diploma guys, 10th class, 10 time failure guys also can understand. But if you learn only Power BI, you will not be able to get a job compulsorily along with the Power BI. To learn Power BI, you need not know nothing. But to get a job in IT industry, you have to know one RDBMS software. Since Power BI is from Microsoft, you have to also learn one RDBMS software, that is SQL Server. You must know. To understand Power BI, nothing is needed. But to get a job in the IT company, you have to learn one RDBMS software. So I told you SQL Server also you should learn. That's what I told you. And SQL Server, we are not running, we are not having live classes. You have to buy the videos from us and you have to practice them on your own. And daily one video you need to practice. 45 videos will be given. Daily 1 hour video you need to practice in the morning. Evening you need to attend Power BI live classes, so that parallelly SQL Server and Power BI can be completed in 45 days. So if you ask me SQL Server history, SQL Server introduced by Microsoft as 1.0 in 1989. It was a completely database system, or you can say, which is RDBMS software. RDBMS tool. RDBMS means I told you, you can store the data, you can retrieve the data. RDBMS means go down, store room, tank, bank, or whatever you wanted to know. Clear? We have a lot of banks, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Andhra Bank, we have a Deutsche Bank, like that. We have Oracle, we have SQL Server, we have MySQL, we have Sybase. Lot of companies are doing. End of the day, you have to store your data. You may use SQL Server software or any other software, right? So you can use any brand. You can use a Lenovo computer or you can buy a Dell laptop. End of the day, your purpose is solved, right? So like that, SQL Server is released 1.0 version, later 3.0, then 5.0, then 7.0 got released. Then afterwards, Microsoft released 2000 version in year 2000. So later, till 2000, it was completely RDBMS software. But later, Microsoft changed its mind. It is released a software called 2005 software in the year of this one. That is when it is included RDBMS software. It is in this also Microsoft added MSBI, SSIS, and SSAS and SSRS has got included. If you buy a salt today, you will also get iodine. It is now mixed up with salt. Like that, if you buy a SQL Server software today, you will get RDBMS software plus MSBA software is also included. Are you clear? So SS means what? SS means SQL Server, SQL Server, SSIS, Integration Services, SQL Server Analysis Services, SQL Server Reporting Services. Now you have a lot of new versions, 2008, then afterwards you have 2008 R2. R2 means release 2. This is released in year 2010. The next version is 2012, then 2014, then 2016, then 2017. The latest software is 2019. You have to install 2019 in your computer. To install this, I will give you the software on Monday. You have to have minimum Windows 10 or 11. Otherwise, you will not be able to install. Sir, I don't have this. What should I do? You need to go to nearest hardware shop tomorrow, install Windows 10, or I recommend Windows 11 without fail. And minimum you need to have 2 GB of RAM. Any processor you can have it. So i3, i4, any processor you can have, dual core, core 2 Duo or AMD processor, anything is fine. And compulsorily you need to have it. And minimum 100 GB of hard disk is needed. If you have a SDD, so there are two things, SDD and HDD. HDD means normal hard disk, which is very, very slow. Many companies are releasing SDD softwares and which are very, very fast. If you don't have this, you can go for normal, hard disk minimum 100 GB, 1 terabyte. But I strongly recommend you can go in for SDD laptops and systems. So you can get minimum 35,000 very, very good Lenovo laptops. Or if you don't have a budget at 20K, you will get a desktop 20,000 rupees, i3, i5, minimum 500 GB and hard disk 2 GB of RAM, any processor you can have it. And these are the softwares you have to install it. And I will give you the software, this software by Monday, so that you can download and you will be able to install. I'll show you how to install the software on Monday, so that we can get the systems ready by Monday. If not by Monday, at least within a 1 week time, you will be able to install it. And MS Office also needed. So you have to install MS Office software. Ask the hardware shop fellow to install MS Office also, and later you can install SQL Server in that machine. Clear? Then you need to install PDF, WinZip for zipping purpose. If you don't know what is WinZip, ask the hardware guy. He will be able to install WinZip software. And we can also install Power BI. Clear? So Power BI software is called as Power BI Desktop. So Monday or Tuesday, I will give you Power BI software. If you need SQL Server software, everything I can give you, but you need to have this. Yeah, am I clear? So when you have large amount of data, you can store the data into the data warehousing. To process the data, we can have BI softwares. So SAS BI, SAP BI, all of them are gone. Today MS BI with the Power BI along with the SQL Server is rocking. Clear? But if you have terabytes of data, you can go with the data warehouse. But if you have bigger than this data, so I am talking about, I have a petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yola-byte of data. This is what is called as a big data. When you have so much of a data, even data warehouse will fail. So this is where a software called Hadoop is introduced, and which can store a large amount of data. This software only can process the data. So these are the systems are available to store the data and to process the data. Remember, I wanted to go to supermarket from my home. How do I go? I take a bike and go, because only 3 kilometers from my home. So I can, my house, it is only 3 kilometers. I can take a bike or a cycle, or I can go by a walk. I wanted to go to 500 kilometers or 500 miles from my house. Can I take a cycle and go? Can I take a bike and go? No, I will take a car and go, or I will take a bus and go, or I will take a train and go. So when you have more data, normal Excel cannot be used. Less data, you're using a cycle or a motorbike. That is what is called Excel. Small data, small tools like Excel. When you have a large amount of data, you must use a train or a bus or a car. That is where you have RDBMS and language. Now I wanted to go to Dubai. Can I take a train and go? I wanted to go to America. Can I go to bus? Can I take a bus and go? I have to use a flight and go. Clear? So even more distance, we use a flight. Now I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I take a flight and go? You will not. You need to use a rocket. Rocket is so powerful. That is what is called Hadoop. Now, you cannot say rocket is so powerful. I'm going to be using rocket everywhere. People will laugh at you. Can I use rocket everywhere? So rocket is to be used only to go to moon or Mars. I cannot say I'm a Bill Gates, I will use rocket. People will laugh at it. It is not money. It is a distance. Clear? Even the Bill Gates has large amount of data to come to India. He cannot use bike. He cannot use bus. He has to use appropriate software. Clear? So if the company has, Amazon company is there, they will be having Excel work. They will be having SQL work. They will be having data warehousing work. They will be having Hadoop work also. So Bill Gates will have a car, flight, chopper, rocket, and everything. So it is not that Bill Gates is going to be using always rocket, because he's having very rich man in this world. If you think like that, you are doing some mistake. So all the company, you buy a cycle, you have a car, you use a train, you use a flight, you do lot of things. The company is also going to be using large amount of tools every time, not the single tool. Bigger companies will use bigger tools, that is true. But along with the bigger tool, they also use smaller tools like Excel sheets. So remember, rocket is not a replacement for Excel. A rocket is not a replacement for the flight. Rocket is not a replacement for anything else. Bus is not replacement for the train. Train is not replacement for the bus. Try to understand. BA is not replacement for RDBMS. Hadoop is not replacement for anything else. Everything will work when the necessity comes. Are you clear? So we are going to be understanding data warehousing along with the Power BI. Power BI a easy software any people can learn, which is similar to Excel. You need not know Excel. You need not know nothing. What is that you need to have? You need to have only simple mathematics. 2 plus 2 equals to 4. You can easily get Power BI. But to get a job in Power BI, definitely you have to learn a one more software called SQL Server. So SQL Server is compulsory. You cannot say, sir, I know basics. Sir, I have studied in my college. Sir, I have taken my Udemy classes for 100 bucks, 200 bucks. Udemy classes will not work. Your 10 days of SQL Server classes will not work. So compulsorily you have to undergo in depth of SQL Server. So we don't have any online classes. 45 days of videos are being recorded. These are available in English and Telugu. You will be able to make the payment and buy the videos daily. Each video of 1 hour, 45 videos will be given. So there you have SQL videos, you have TSQL videos. Clear? So these are basic of SQL videos. You will be able to get basics here first. After that, you will be able to get advanced. So this you have to go. Then Power BI from Monday, we will complete what is SSIS and what is SSAS and what is SSRS will complete on Monday. And Power BI with the DAX will start automatically after the Monday class. And this will be also 545 days live classes daily. Daily at what time, Nana? Daily at 7 p.m. from Monday. It is going to be starting. Tuesday, I'll be showing how to install the software daily 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Because of the climate, I could not connect on time today. And yesterday also we were having a lot of difficulties. We couldn't complete on time because of the climate change in Hyderabad. Sorry for it, guys. And daily 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Timing. So this timing will not change for next 45 days, next 2 months. Clear? So April month and May month, you have to complete these two courses. One is the live course, one is the videos you need to take, English or Telugu videos you need to watch. And if you have any doubt in the SQL Server, next day Power BI class. After the class, I will give you half an hour time to ask the questions on SQL Server. So daily you can share me your screen issues and in the Power BI live classes so that we can get all the clarifications done. So once it is done for 2 months, then afterwards, so in the month of June, compulsorily, you have to learn a software called only SSIS software. Clear? Remaining softwares are not needed. So this will be a paid course, 25 days. You have to make the payment in the June. So you need to make the payment in the June. As of now, you have to make the payment for these two courses. And tomorrow, my team is going to be sending the payments for SQL Server videos and Power BI DAX courses. And you will also get along with these two courses, you will be able to get a data warehousing concept. This will be for 7 classes. This will be there. One more concept is also included, SSAS tabular model cube. What is the tabular model cube? You don't understand now. I'll discuss in Monday's class. Everything you will understand. What is a cube? What is SSIS? What is a ETL? So everything. If you make the payment for these two things, you will be able to get these two courses free. Clear? If you make the payment for these two courses, if you take a combo pack, and definitely you will be able to get the courses are free. You need not ask. So this is a combo pack, and if you fill in the form, you will be able to get a discounted price. People have joined today. You have to fill the form. Yesterday's video also I have sent it. if you did not receive the yesterday's video, you have to fill the form, right? This form already I have given, and I'm giving you once more in the chat window. If you're not able to fill, at least you write me a mail so that I will be sending in the mail so that you can fill the form and give it to us so that you will get the discount price tomorrow. You can make the payment so that you can also get Monday morning. So once you make the payment today and Monday, so you will be able to get all the softwares will be given to you so that you will be able to download the softwares and keep it ready, and so that we can install either by Monday or by Tuesday. If the time permits, we will be installing by Monday, else we will be able to install by Tuesday. But make everything is ready. System is compulsory, computer is compulsory, guys. Without that, we will not be able to do anything. Clear? So this is what is the demo of second. And the Monday, I'm going to be discussing about what is the purpose of SSIS, what is the purpose of SSAS, what is the purpose of SSRS, and Power BI and data warehousing and everything. So this is very, very important. You will have a lot of job opportunities. Few more guys got the jobs yesterday, and one guy, Vijay, got two offer letters. I'm going to be showing you those offer letters to you. And one more pharmaceutical guy got also offer. His name is Vishnu Kumar. I'll ask him to come on Monday's class. He is going to be talking to you. In last class, Aditya Rathod from Nagpur spoken to you. And Monday, I'll invite Mr. Vishnu Kumar. He was working for a pharmaceutical sector for 7.5 lakh salary for past 10 years. And he applied. He applied only with the 3 years of experience. Now he got a job. He's from February batch. He did not complete his Power BI. He's already one offer letter. Now he wanted to share his success story. He's going to be sharing his success story along with you on Monday. Lot of non-IT guys are going to come because of data science. Many things are getting automated. You are going to be losing jobs. Even the teachers are going to lose the jobs. Have you seen the advertisement today? Byju's tuitions are going to start at your doorstep. No more teacher, no more small, teachers are not needed. You will get the best brand online by a bigger companies today. If you're a teacher, you lose the job or the salary. If you're a salesman, you lose the job because of robotics are replacing there. If you are a normal front office guy, you are going to be losing a lot of jobs because of lot of automation is going to happen. If you do not wake up today, tomorrow you will be the person, you will be losing the job. Clear? If you're a normal guy earning 10,000, 20,000 rupees, now this is the time you people can come into IT industry. IT industry has a lot of scope. You need to have only proper mentor, proper gurus, proper people have to be there. Don't approach the broker. They need your money. They will say that companies are getting open. You will get a job within a 1 month. You need not learn anything. Give me 3 lakhs. I will give you a job. You will get a job. You also lose the job. After that, you will be nothing in this world. So don't approach the brokers. So if you approach the brokers, right, skilled people will not go to the IT companies. IT companies also will tighten the scrutiny process. So they will also call you for the face-to-face interviews, right? So that is what will happen. So fees and everything will be informed in the mail by my team tomorrow. Tomorrow you don't have any demo. Saturday, Sunday, no classes are there. Next class will be on Monday with the same meeting ID, same time. Fees, you can get the phone pay, phone pay or bank details, and payments and discounts will be, will be informed by the my team tomorrow. They will be able to call you. And if you don't get anything by end of the day and make a mid of the tomorrow, you can also write me email saying that go online.bhaskar. Sir, I did not receive any payment link. How to make the payment? Clear? So you can talk to them. They will only call you. So they will be able to get this. And sometimes they would have sent you the message, but it would have reached your spam folder. Check your spam also once. If nothing is there, and you can write me email, or you can write me, or you can just WhatsApp them saying that I have attended, I did not get the payment details. Today is office closed already, and tomorrow morning 11 o'clock onwards you will be able to get payment links and everything. You can make the payment by tomorrow so that you can ready for the Monday morning software links are provided to you. People are making the payments so that you can download will take minimum of 1 hour. Okay, so how to download, my team will tell you, and you can download in the Monday morning so that Monday evening everything is ready. We can install the software by Monday. If not by Monday, Tuesday we'll be installing. If not, you're not able to get the laptop or desktop ready, so we will be able to do after some time, at least 3-4 days later, we will be able to do it. And we don't have any more evening classes. If you lose this opportunity, next class will be, if you miss this opportunity, next demo will be on May 2nd. Clear? So May 2nd, the time is not yet decided. So May 2nd 2022, it will be morning batch, morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., or it may be 6:30 a.m. to you know 7:30 a.m. So these are the timings, yet to be decided IST. Clear? We don't have any evening batches. This is the batch we are starting and we are closing. If you're not able to join, the next batch is going to be joining on May 2nd. So you can either for this batch, the timings are not yet confirmed. Clear? Don't ask me, sir, what is the time? Then I cannot help on this. So if you have any other questions, I will open your mics. You can just ask me your questions, guys. Thank you so much for attending the demo. Thanks once again. Don't approach. Even though you have a career gap, 10 years of a gap, don't worry. And yeah, we have a news, a Santosh from 2010 passed out and working for a Telangana government, T-Wallet project. He got an offer from Cognizant. I will also invite him on Monday class. He just now received offer with Cognizant with a good offer, and my friend is telling, and he was getting only 15,000 rupees per month working for last 10 years and no proper mentors. He has done lot of courses in the Amir Pet and other institutions. No proper gurus are there. Only people take the money. After that, no proper no proper mentoring is given. People can teach you. You can also get lot of YouTube videos. But if you need proper mentoring, proper guidance, then definitely you should approach goonlinetrainings.com. If you need a course, you can go anywhere. Need not be a goonlinetrainings.com. Need not be a Bhaskar Sarfai. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'll take the doubts one by one. And if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. And fee, don't ask me what is the fee. Don't ask me how do I make the payment. My team is going to be asking you tomorrow. Apart from the fee, you will be able to ask any other things. Clear? So thank you so much, guys, and the mics are open. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.